CBN national security correspondent Eric Phillips leads us off. Eric, about half of those cases right now are currently active, and that's not to mention the 135,000 who've already died.
Yeah, John, let's just put it very simply. It's not a pretty picture right now as we look at the numbers, and we're starting to see fallout. Just today, we learned that Los Angeles and San Diego public schools will be holding classes online only for the upcoming school year. And more Americans are taking this threat seriously. Even the president took a first-time precaution over the weekend.
This is perhaps a sight many thought they'd never see. President Trump wearing a face mask in public as he visited troops at Walter Reed Hospital.
I think it's a great thing to wear a mask. I've never been against masks, but I do believe they have a time and a place.
With COVID-19 cases surging across the country, many believe that time and place is here and now. The U.S. seeing 20,000 new cases in the last 24 hours, many of them in Florida.
I'm busting at the seams in the emergency room. I'm busting at the seams inside the hospital. I'm busting at the seams in terms of the ICUs.
The numbers also up in dozens of other states, including Texas, California, and Arizona, where doctors report 90% of COVID samples in that state have a mutation researchers believe makes the virus more infectious.
There's a growing body of evidence to suggest that this mutation allows it to infect human cells much easier and replicate it. So it's going to be a long struggle to really get out in front of this with vaccine.
Meanwhile, promising new data in the fight to keep patients alive. Analysis shows the drug remdesivir increased the chance of survival in severe cases by 62%, though doctors have a limited supply. And at a summer camp in California, children are being taught how to self-administer COVID tests.
Being able to show that the kids are really able to do it on their own in a way that's pretty safe for them and very comfortable, it means that we can then do it in a school setting.
Something that could prove useful as school leaders across the country consider plans for the upcoming year and whether students will return to the classroom. The Trump administration pushing hard for schools to reopen.
It's more a matter of their health and well-being that they be back in school. We've seen this in other countries in Europe and elsewhere in the world where students have gone back to school and have done so very successfully. That should be the goal.
And turning to higher education, new government regulations mean some students may have to leave the country. That's if they're here on a student visa and they plan to take all of their classes online this upcoming semester. According to ICE, those visas will not be renewed. If they would like to continue their education stateside, they will apparently have the option of transferring to another school that will allow them to take in-person classes, John.